Alright, so this will be the second video in this little mini series. We'll probably call it, You Can't Run From Your Problems If the World Knows About Your Problems. So, I feel like God has heavily put it on my heart lately to talk about my pride and the things that I have lost and thrown away because of that pride. For example, I have a lot of trouble taking responsibility for certain things. It's like I get responsibility in a whole. I was gonna say I'm pretty responsible, but I'd say it's hit or miss, honestly. I'm either very responsible with things or I completely don't give a shit and I blow it off. So, for example, let's just say somebody asked me to come and help them with something. And I've done this. This is an example directly from me. I agree to go and help them with whatever. Something else pops up in my life that is either equally as important, maybe more important, but the major thing is that it would benefit me more than going and helping this person that I have already pre-scheduled to help with. So, obviously, when that happens, people will lose trust in you. How can people believe your word if right after you tell them something, you go back out of it? That doesn't hold the weight that it would if I would have just shown up like I was supposed to. And obviously, I apologize, that's something that I talked about in my last video. I need to deal with my relationships better. Not just like in a loving way, but literally just friendships, family relationships, whatever it may be. I need to deal with that shit better. It's getting dark out. I'm running out of time. I'll rush this a little more. Basically, pride is like the original sin in my opinion. It's the thing that most people start with that leads into other things. I struggle so heavily with my pride, partly because of the way I was raised, partly because of the things that I have repeated and told myself over years and years and years of just, for me, that was the basic truth. Whatever it was in my head, whatever opinions I was making, that's what I made as the truth. And until I started challenging those beliefs and realizing that, my pride is what I made the truth, not the actual truth. Which, honestly, is probably something that I've done most of my life. I'm a very fucking prideful person. I have not coped with things in a very good way. Like, for example, a lot of fighting, done a lot of drugs, work out, kind of get lost in work, That's something that I feel like a lot of men will struggle with. If we can go and bury ourselves in work, we can feel more useful in a sense. But the major thing that I realized with my pride is that I'm not loving myself. I'm not loving most of the stuff that I do for myself. It's more so like I feel like I have to do this stuff because I hold myself to a certain standard. And because of that, I'm constantly drowning in what I don't do instead of what I can do in the moment, what I can actually focus on, what actually matters. So, I know y'all can probably barely see me at this point. Brown man in a dark car, But I guess I want to say all this to say, do not let your pride control you like I have all these years. Do not let your pride make the decisions. Do not trust yourself. And definitely do not trust your pride. Because pride comes before the fall. And I've fallen so many times, and I try to stand up with that same pride that caused me to fall. And because of that, I end up in the same place. It does not help you at all. The best thing you can do is just accept that you suck sometimes, you are lazy sometimes, you are a jerk a lot of the time, whatever it may be. You have to accept that and move on. Accept that and accept yourself for who you are. Not who you want to be, not who you're trying to make yourself to be. You have to accept who you are right now. And if you can't do that, you will struggle for as long as you live.